So if there is any questions, anything you would like to explore.
I guess, so this sort of proves your point, but I'm at a place in my path through the dream where, from a mental level, even mental, emotional, body-mind level, I'm absolutely convinced of the truth of basically what you're saying, and that really all I lack is that revelation or the real experience of grace. I've had little tiny glimpses and enough of an intuitive sense that I'm absolutely convinced it's the reality, but I haven't actually tasted it in the deepest, consistent way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also convinced that, like, tightening up about that.
I'm sorry, what?
Tightening up over that. Like,
yes.
I've gone through that where, I want so bad, like, seek so hard to, and I'm sort of past that too, where I mostly feel pretty patient, but I'm at that point where it's just funny because so intellectually I'm absolutely convinced. So I'll get sucked into thought or believing thoughts sometimes, but I know if there'll be a period of time after, I don't really believe that. But I guess I was wondering if you had any tips or pointers for like that, other than waiting for grace.
Yeah. Well, it's already very nice that you recognize at some level the truth of the reality of consciousness and the illusory quality of the me character in time and space. It's very good already. And that you realize that is not sufficient. But it's already, it's a necessary understanding. It's good to have the necessary understanding. But absolutely, it is the experience and the revelation and the stabilization as the self that really is the goal. Is what matters. Is what really is the perfume of the realization. And it's also very nice that you're not contracting around that understanding that there is a further establishment and not just the understanding that you are patient. It's good, it's a virtue, patience. And you are here now. Yeah? So, at the body level, at the feeling level, is the next phase of your journey. It's no longer at the understanding level. So now you go at the feeling level, at the beingness level, at the wholeness level, at the fullness level, at the body level. Use whatever terms resonate to you. That the opening, The understanding, so it goes from the head to the heart, to the wholeness, to beingness. There are blockages throughout the feeling level, the sensory level, that maintain a resistance, that resist that understanding. So the understanding wants to percolate, but there are blockages, yeah? This is, no, you have to go this way, no, that way. And then rather than flowing through, it goes, it's not percolating through the entire space. Yeah? So it's important that you become sensitive and sense at the feeling level the resistance. To sense, it is important to sense at the feeling level the resistance. Yeah, the resistance. Yeah, where at the feeling level is the I, the me. There is a no longer at the mind level. So you can understand that the me is just a mentation, a habit, but where at the body level, in the shoulder, in the belly, it could be very fine. Or initially, they're not going to be so fine. You're going to find those resistances in the body relatively obvious, and then later on, then you'll have the more subtle remnants of ignorance. So it's important that you sense them and relax them. Yeah? Relax them. Let's sort of unchain them, release them from the tightness that they're imprisoned in, because your body is in your full control. It's you. It's all of it is you. None of it is somebody else's. Yeah, it's all you. Yeah? So within this space, within this body space, which is you, there is vastness. There is vastness. It's vastness. So you go to your body, and you sort of realize the vastness of your body, and you invite whatever you find at the body level that is holding a position to relax in the vastness that's already there. The vastness that goes beyond the thought that says my body ends at my skin, or my body ends at my top of my head, or the bottom of my feet. Beyond such thinking, beyond the limitations of thought. Your body is beyond the limitations of thought. Thought arises in you. So you could say that I am, let me say, celestial body, for example. Just using this metaphor that I am the celestial body, and the celestial body, thought appears in the celestial body. You perceive the thought. So you, as a body metaphor, are wider, vaster than thought. So thought that says that body is limited by the tip of my finger to the tip of those fingers. This thought arises in you, the vastness of the celestial body, yeah? Infinite body of presence. Also, in your daily life, you are going to encounter, and you probably are already encountering, situations that contract you into the I, into it could be something your neighbor says to you. It could be a dog that comes and pee on your lawn. It could be.
It's usually a middle schooler that I'm trying to teach to read.
Yeah. Yes.
Who wants it still?
It's important that you get attuned to those contractions at the feeling level, because the contractions are no longer at the mind level. Yes.
Oh, I've noticed. So lately, I've been trying to do that, and lately, because it would often be like right here, sort of.
Nice.
But it's interesting because now lately, a lot more. I'll experience what usually make me contract here, and my attention will go to here, and then it doesn't quite happen as far. Like it barely like it's barely a blip, and it feels like that's progress of some sort, right? Like that seems like because that's just a new thing I've noticed in the past week of things that would normally cause me to clench up. I'll go to feel that reaction, which originally I wasn't even aware of this,
Yes.
and now I've become more aware of this,
Yes.
which would be pretty hard.
Yes.
And now it's even like if I would see I noticed this yesterday. Like I saw, I don't know, someone driving on a really big Hummer.
Yeah.
With like crazy lights. It's like seemed like a rich person who had the attitude. And
Yeah.
usually I would be like, oh, what a jerk. And I went to here, and it was just like, oh, there's not really anything there right now. So it's much subtler.
Yeah.
So I kind of know what you're talking about, I think, with like trying to get better at that.
Yeah, right. So, right, whenever you notice this sort of contraction, to release it to the space, and notice that whenever there is a contraction, there is a me and him, me and that stupid person, or me and that fool, and that reverting back to me as, of course, a person, and him as another person. So just notice that, and it's important for you to notice that inevitably, whenever there is a me and a you, me and the world, or me and a better me, or me and a worse me, there is going to be a contraction. Yeah, it's a habitual reverting back to ignorance. But given that there is an understanding that I am not this body-mind, this cannot be maintained. The me and the him cannot be maintained, and it's going to dissolve in time. Now, in terms of progress, it's really important for you to realize that the self is beyond progress. The self is beyond perfection and imperfection. It is the mind that operates in the improvement arena, the improvement game. Is the mind. And the mind meaning the separate self. And the separate self is a dream character. So enjoy the game. Don't focus on the winnings, because that'll make you miserable. You just enjoy the game. Play, experiment, and release. Enjoy the release. Enjoy whatever is arising, including that Hummer that drives by, or the Hell's Angel with the motorcycle. Just enjoy this opportunity that's arising to you to help you to release this. Oh, what a stupid, So, him, me. I mean, could have been that. It could have been that if when you were born there was just a different lineup of the stars, that you were this guy. You would have been this guy on a motorcycle. It's possible.
The mere fact that Hummers exist is kind of wonderful.
It is. It's so ridiculous that it's interesting. It's the blatant.
Thank you.
Just to be in the presence is healing at a level that the mind cannot comprehend.
What was that last part? Sorry. Just being in the presence.
Just to be in the presence is healing at a level that the mind cannot comprehend.